Piledriver podcast. Let's go. We from the O. You need to know. We got Mike Fitzgerald on the show. Piledriver. Piledriver podcast. It's the Piledriver podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, your boys are back for another Sunday night episode of the Piledriver. On my left is the Hop himself, Tony Forge, and down low is Stabby Doo. Big Stabby. It's because I'm the Piledriver, but that's because we did it last time. We did it at RSW. Yes, when we were downtown or down in West Virginia. So it just had both of us. So let me go ahead and change that. But we all know who I am. I am the best in the world, Mike Allen. And it was a pretty solid weekend this weekend, boys.
There's a lot going on.
We had all kinds of stuff from Niles Retro Toy Market, legends in the building once again. Last time we were there, we had Gilbert and Marty Jannetty.
I love Gilbert, man.
And Tatanka.
Yeah, it's Tonka.
I forgot about Tatanka, which I can't believe I did. He's one of my favorites.
I can't believe you did either.
I'm upset. Like, he was the only one that I was excited to get a picture with that year, and I was like, "Can I just get a picture? Like, you're my one." And he was like, "For sure." But this year we came back. Niles Retro Toy Market, great little store out there on Robbins Avenue. All kinds of good deals. Last time we were in there, none of us were able to make the Niles show.
No, right.
Jill loves my shirt, which we should have known. That checks out. This is a special one of two Southern Center shirt, by the way. This is
it's like an old first time logo.
No. This is just a special one that me and Vince got.
Show
them. Turn around.
It's like custom. Okay.
Can you see it? Oh,
no.
Go lower.
Down.
Go
drop
lower.
It down, boy. There we go.
Don't look down.
So don't look down. If you know, you know. And it was a great weekend. But we were joined at Niles Toy Fest or Retro Toy Market. What do we call it? What is the name of it? Just call it MEGA present. Niles Retro Toy.
Toy Market. Here we go.
Tony Atlas and the wannabe hammer, Greg Valentine. We have a hammer at Mega Championship Wrestling, and I will not take this blaspheme by, Greg Valentine. It's not going to happen. So,
damn.
But Greg Valentine and Tony Atlas were in the building, and we weren't there. Michelle was there. It looked like a fun show. I know last year, Vince, you were there. We were there last year, and It was, I won't say packed. There was people there. Mm-hmm. This show looked like it was freaking packed.
Mm-hmm. So I did through the grapevine. I did hear some tales from yesterday, including some of the crowd putting their hands on some of the wrestlers.
Yes. I've heard about this too. We were going to get into this, but Vince brought it up, so we might as well talk about it right now. A couple fans yesterday or Saturday, yesterday, broke out of the fan aspect here. As you can see, we were around. We had no guardrails, but I believe Tommy said 4 different fans got involved. Including, chopping the wrestlers when they weren't, because we've all seen that, you go to a show and I'm just going to, Bob Evans grabs Colt and he, let that guy chop him who, we come to find out was Dontavio, but that we've seen that. We've seen that before. We're like a little kid, he's like, hey, chop him. Yeah. These were grown adults. So bad form on you guys.
Wow.
In the words of Captain Hook, bad form. That's all I got to say. That's You're lucky that the wrestlers didn't come after you Because
honestly,
once you enter our domain without being asked, it could and not end well for you.
It's kind of free game.
Not all were lucky.
Yes. Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
What
We'll get to
happened?
that.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yes. I'm not spoiling anything. We got to talk about other things first, but yes.
Well, I mean, that one, she was trying to just stop it, but we'll get into it. Yeah, Michelle said they were wild in the chat. Paul Vito said Paul Huffaker has a warrant out for his arrest. That's one hammer I wouldn't dare detain.
Oh, what did the hammer do? How does he have a warrant?
No,
I
as
didn't know
you can
that.
see,
going on?
As you can see from the photo here, it was pretty packed. We got Bear City Vice down there. There's our Ohio chief with the wannabe hammer and Tony Atlas, both Hall of Famers.
Let me just scroll through some pics here, man. This isn't.
Yeah, we have some matches. I know that Brazzi was able to pick up a victory over Jamal Kindle. I'm not sure who CeeLo fought. Michelle's in the chat. She was there. She might be able to help us out a little bit.
I have the matches, but hold on,
But yeah, that's the good pastor CeeLo right there.
Good one.
Oh, look at that blasphemous! That's a great picture right there.
That is a fantastic picture.
It was either Jose or Michelle.
It was
It says Jose. You can see.
I think these are all Jose. All Jose that I grabbed.
Colt Johnson Colt's right. I do remember that now. Colt Johnson went 1-on-1 with the good pastor. I'm not sure who was victorious in that. I'm not sure if it was Colt or CeeLo. I don't know. But yeah, here we can see, the cheese boy, young Vito Mozzarella, just absolutely getting demolished by TikToko. Big Bobby in the back right there. I want to, kudos to Bobby.
I didn't even notice Bobby back there. That's funny.
Bobby right there in his mega hat, looking great. It looked like it was a great show. Like I said, last time we were out there, we had a good time. Like, I keep grabbing the mouse for the other computer.
This pick goes super hard too.
And yes, this pick goes hard. It was the quote actually for me. Colt won, Tommy said in the versus CeeLo in the chat. The quote actually for me about this picture was from Cree. I believe it said something along the lines of sometimes you got to take the vest off and kick some ass or something like that. Like sometimes you got to come out of the office essentially.
Sometimes therapy gets physical.
There you go. Yeah, it was a great little quote, dude. I was like, that's a solid little caption for that picture.
Right.
It almost looks like a split, too. It looks like two pictures put together, but
instead you could run it right down the line.
Yep.
That's funny.
Right. This
so nasty.
Again, great freaking picture, Jose. Just wow. You see young Jonesy's back here, and we had an I Quit match. We thought it was going to be a Niles Street fight. I believe it turned into an I Quit match between two brothers. And man.
Oh, who's in the chat?
And then, yes, in the chat right now, we were going to talk about him coming up next. There's another picture. We got Brian Conville. I believe this turned into a fatal four-way of some sort.
Yes. 4-1.
Oh, that's right. It was for everybody versus Paxton. That's correct.
That makes sense.
And Paxton,
Lord.
I believe Paxton won.
Yeah.
Mike Michaels there locking in that crippler crossface on Jimmy Jammer. That's a solid aura picture right there.
Right.
From the Bear City Boys. And then this. We see him in the chat versus Young Bowers. And then at the end of the show, new Brass Knuckles champion, Wrath.
And
I didn't. There was just no way after we knew Wrath was going to fight Bowers, man. Like, I'm sorry. Wrath is just on another level of like rampage right now.
Yeah.
Oh, he's on a tear.
He's
on a tear.
taking soul,
putting him in the back of his truck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like taking the Brass Knuckles championship is just, he wants to, so he's going to, basically.
Michelle said Wrath murked him. So, yeah. I mean, it was a great showing. It looked like in Niles. Everybody that came out, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Even though we, as the Piledriver, weren't in the building, Mega Championship Wrestling and the Toy Market definitely appreciate your support. And I do have an announcement regarding the Toy Market. I don't know if I don't have all this stuff up, Tony. I have it full screen because I'm on the laptop. I don't know if you have the next. Do you have the next one up, the August one?
Oh, no, I do not, but I can grab it real fast. Hold on.
I think it's
Okay. Well,
Give me...
we will be coming back to Niles for the retro and back to the retro toy market. I believe it's August 30th.
That is correct.
Yep, I was gonna say I think.
And we have a very, very special guest this time. Like, Vince, how excited are you for this?
Oh, you
Boom.
already know it, man. Just sitting there, like smiling. Oh my god!
I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw this. I was like,
yeah, no.
How often do you think he gets asked to sign babies? Like
all the time.
All the time.
Like baby dolls.
All the time.
Little known fact. Well, let's
He's like
announce it,
Speed
and then let's announce the name, and then I'll give you my little known fact.
You said what now? I'm sorry.
Let's announce who it is first, and then I got a little known fact.
Oh yeah,
I'm sorry.
Tony's got it up on the screen. I forgot Vince can't see it. I forgot Vince can't see it.
I got the thing up.
It is up on
it's
the
up right
screen.
now. Okay.
August.
It usually shows for me, but
August 30th. Gene Snitsky appearing 11 to 3. The show itself from 10 to 4, just like this last one. But Gene Snitsky,
yeah. No, I'm thrilled. So little known fact, he actually owns an Army surplus store somewhere in Southern Ohio.
Oh, really?
Yes, I've always wanted to go. One, to
up.
meet him. Two, because of how big of an ECW fan I am. But two, I've heard just great stories about him. He's a great dude, from my understanding.
Nice.
Willing to tell stories and talk to you. So couldn't have been a better person to bring in. I was pretty sad to miss out on meeting the Greg the Hammer and Tony Atlas there, but
all right. So I got some
Snitsky,
information.
I don't think I can miss.
It's not in Southern Ohio. It is actually in Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay, correct. My bad. Thank you.
Oh,
no,
okay.
You're good. It is in Hamburg, Pennsylvania. It's trying to give me directions. I don't need to go there right now.
Yeah, you do. Well, you don't have to go now.
But yeah, it is in Hamburg, Pennsylvania. It's called Priority One Surplus. So yeah, that would actually be pretty cool. I've never been to an Army surplus store, so I've always wanted to go to one.
Hey, you can get like some awesome fatigues.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like a sweet backpack or something.
Oh, I get the
right.
pants,
Honestly,
man. The Army pants are like dope, man. Anytime I can find them at the thrift store, go to a surplus store.
Okay. But yeah, Gene Snitsky will be there on August 30th. Mark your calendars. That's going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Cree's in the chat. He said it's not his fault.
It's not his fault.
Let's see. And, what else we got today? Today, we took in Power Slam Pro Wrestling. We got to hang out. It was the Black Brand showing. We had some good matches. We had a title change.
We had a surprise.
We had a surprise, which was actually a little wild. You have to tell everybody, who that was and what that was all about. I don't know if all the matches are on here, if they put them all in here. Oh, they did actually.
Yeah,
okay.
I only have 4, I think, on there.
Okay.
Yeah, because the fifth one is part of our surprise.
Yes.
Got it.
So the first match was one half of the Power Slam Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champion Gideon Hayes going one-on-one with Mr. Crowley, who has cut his hair.
Interesting.
So it's like shorter. He came out celebrating Pride Month. So
yeah, he had a Pride Sacco.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And actually Gideon somehow had one too, magically. I don't know. They fought with them. It was wild. Gideon Hayes picking up the win here over Mr. Crowley, but Mr. Crowley, I believe Vince brought him back to life when he poured some gasoline down his throat. and he.
Oh, that was like Deegan did.
Deegan. Okay, I apologize. Deegan.
I was over there drinking some of it.
Oh, what the hell?
All right, Vince, calm down.
Hey, man, throw 12 years
Get
off
it
the
under control there, big fella. But yeah, Gideon Hayes able to pick up the win. Match 2 was, I believe, this one.
Correct.
Yes, Midwest Monsters going on against New Philly Vice, and the Monsters lived up to their name in this match. The poor cheese boy got absolutely destroyed today. I'm talking power bombed Tony. I'm talking
Folded in
curb,
half like a cheese sandwich, guys.
curb stomped, lawn darted into the top turnbuckle. I felt bad.
Where's Norm in this?
He got beat up as well. He, got knocked off the apron a few times, and then they would just absolutely just maul Vito. At one point, though, Resnick tried to go after Norm on the outside, and it looked – we've seen this plenty of times before where the handcuffs come into play from New Philly Vice. You got to watch out for the detectives. Yeah. Resnick –
a detective. The other's a deputy, by the way.
Resnick tried to handcuff Deputy Norm. Is it Deputy Norm?
It's Detective Norm.
Deputy Vito.
Yes.
Tried to handcuff Detective Norm to a guardrail. Being the sly officer that he is, Norm swung it around and was able to actually reverse and lock Resnick up. When Drew saw what was going on, he let go of Vito, who he absolutely had. It was Midwest Monsters were winning this match. The distraction on the outside caused by Norm caused Werewolf to lose his focus. Vito rolls him up for the 1, 2, 3, and New Philly Vice gets the hell out of there.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Drew ended up going into a complete fury.
He tried to eat like werewolf style. He chased me out of the ring. It was all he was mad.
He chased me around the ring. I had to go up underneath it.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds about right.
I don't want to get eaten.
It was a little insane.
I've only met him once, and that sounds about right.
He's scary.
Yeah, he was a little insane with it. I was a little worried that he was going to do something wild. In the chat, Big Tim Cross.
Hey, gang.
What's going on, boss? Don't forget, we will be talking about Papaws' birthday's coming this weekend. So we will be talking about that as well. And Tony, I actually do have some stuff because I forgot. If you want to pull the EFW stuff, it's also this weekend.
Oh.
I would appreciate that because we have EFW. We want to cover that a little bit. We will be all over the place this weekend. Vince, where are you at this weekend?
I'll be down in West Virginia.
Vince will be down covering RSW at Papa's birthday. And your boy over here will be at EFW up in Cleveland at the Estabrook Rec Center, I believe. It's a new venue they're going with, so I'm excited to see what's going on there. But back to Power Slam, the third match we had was Paris McQueen going one-on-one with Evelyn Sage.
This was a great match, just straight up. This was a match that I personally was very excited for. I've seen Paris before down at Battle on the Border Wrestling. Was very impressed with her down there. Yeah. And then her coming up here, her and Evelyn put on a show, like an absolute banger.
Oh, yeah, they did. There was a couple spots, that kind of made it seem slowish. There was definitely a lot of close counts. A lot of near falls, a lot of super, like this much, Tony. I'm talking, and aren't shoulders up by both of these ladies.
Yep.
I've never seen Paris before.
I've only seen Paris. This was my second time. I've only seen her one other time, like Vince said, down at Battle on the Border when we went down for the Ohio Chief Hall of Fame or enshrinement. And
I love that she plays off the McQueen.
Oh yeah,
Her gear looks like Lightning McQueen.
Yes.
Like work that work.
Evelyn Sage able to pick up the win here, and a showing of love and respect by Paris McQueen afterwards.
Which we all love.
It was good.
Yes.
And then the last match we have the graphic for was Mike Michaels taking on Colt Johnson for that Ohio title. And unfortunately, we have a new Ohio heavyweight champion, the Bull Rope Bully Mike Michaels.
Oh.
As he utilized that bull rope and cowbell thanks to the distraction from the Midwest Monsters, who finally got their hands on Vito in the back. Drew walks out of the curtain, Tony, carrying Vito on his shoulders.
Lifeless.
Colt sees this. It causes a little bit of a distraction. Dagan, the referee, not able to see what's going on. Meanwhile, behind his back, hey, come on, dog. Be quiet. I'm trying to do show. Bull Rope Bully.
He's trying to be a part of the show.
With the bell, clocks Colt Johnson in the head and gets the 1, 2, 3. Tough day for the Southern Sitter.
Yeah. Tough day.
Now, it's hard to feel bad for the guy. You know, it's just how it is. Like, oh no,
sir,
sorry.
Sir, you'll have to take that up with him later.
It was a rough showing.
So before we jump ships here, we got to talk about the start of this show. So as this show started, I was introducing everyone, doing my thing, and I was told that as we started that Mr. Nolan Bates wanted to come out and say a few things, and he did. He came out and he was talking about how he had just faced Colton Quinn recently, and then how he was very concerned about where Sonny DeFarge's suspensions stood. So he asked, everybody. He asked me if I knew. He asked the sound guy, Ty, if he knew. He was asking people in the crowd, and then he specifically asked this one fan that had a lucha mask on, and it was very odd because the voice from the lucha, man, it sounded very familiar. Lo and behold, a big reveal, and Sonny DeFarge ends up attacking Nolan Bates. Not only that, but Mr. Crumbles had come out, kind of causing a distraction, and they ganged up on him. And I can't tell you how many times I called for security. No one came.
Oh, man.
No one came.
Hey.
So what ended up happening is that Colton Quinn ended up coming out and saving Nolan Bates.
With the Singapore cane, by the way.
Oh, shit.
Singapore,
there you go.
Singapore cane.
Singapore.
Not a Singapore.
Hey, I'm sorry. Okay, I got my head in the gutter. And ended up, they made a match. Sonny said, well, it's going to be me and Crumbles versus you two now. So that was our main event. Sonny DeFarge,
nice.
Mr. Crumbles versus Colton Quinn and
but
Nolan Bates.
Let me just say, real quick, before Vince talks about this match, if you've never had the pleasure of watching the ultimate tag team just fluidness that is Crumbles and DeFarge,
Right.
I feel bad for you. These dudes are just so clean. I'm talking with the double team. Tony DeFarge at one point did like the Eddie Guerrero, like where he flips and does the, the shoulder tag, like senton kind of deal.
Yeah.
And tagged Crumbles on the way in.
Oh, right.
As he's flipping, he tags
That's
it.
dope.
Like, Crumbles is looking at me. He's like, watch, because he wanted me. He knew, like, it was just these dudes as a tag team go crazy. They're so good together. They're just, chemistry is off the charts. But yes, the main event, as Vince was saying, was made. Crumbles and DeFarge for, I guess this time, because they haven't been together. They haven't been working together. And so
Right.
to get them to come back for this was just go ahead,
Yes. Oh, I mean, you pretty much almost had it done. So, Nolan and Colton really put on their best, but unfortunately, they didn't have enough to surpass Sonny and Mr. Crumbles. There were some moves, like Mike was saying, where these guys just know how to just go. My favorite thing I see Mr. Crumbles do is that like senton over up into the corner and then the moonsault. That's just he does that, and
Tony,
I'm just like,
I guarantee
okay.
you've seen this before, Tony. He sets him up like he's going to climb up the top rope. You know what I'm saying? And do like a senton or something, like a swanton.
Right.
He goes to the other corner opposite him, runs at him, does like a front flip senton kip up.
Yep.
And then jumps to the middle rope and backflips off and lands on him.
Yes. I've seen him do that on Turmoil.
Yeah. No, it's
like right. Dives, like doesn't do any kind of like roll with his hands or anything to pop back up, anything. He just boom senton onto his feet. Yeah.
It's
amazing.
so smooth.
So clean.
His opponent's taking two hard hits back to back, one and then two.
Yeah,
it is just so good. Unfortunately, not enough. So Crumbles and Defarge end up taking on the big W.
Story out of the end of it, though.
Yeah.
The story out of the end of it, Crumbles was the legal man. Defarge hit the move and tried to go for the pin. He wasn't able to, obviously. He wasn't the legal man. The ref couldn't count the 3. So Crumbles picks him up, hits another move, and then goes for the pin while Defarge is standing there as Crumbles pins the heavyweight champion.
Oh, shit.
Defarge holds the belt up. Crumbles looks at him and he says, I want that too. So
I'm sure he does.
As good as Crumbles and Defarge are together, we're going to see a banger when these guys go one-on-one.
Oh, yeah.
To see who gets to fight Nolan for that heavyweight championship. So
also they tried to hurt me. They were not very happy with me at the end.
they tried to hurt Vince.
Trying to hurt. All I was doing was making sure their stuff was safe. Jeez.
The next show announced for Power Slam Pro Wrestling will be Sunday, June 22nd. The
Red Brand Takeover.
Red Brand Takeover as Wrath returns to Power Slam Pro Wrestling. So be on the lookout.
Terrified.
Call ahead. It says, reserve your tickets now. So call that number, get in there, and get those tickets.
And then I got one more because there was a very special announcement at the very end of the show.
Yes.
And I want to say something in regards to this. Congratulations, Power Slam Pro Wrestling, for growing enough that they needed to shed their skin of their old venue. And Brent and his daughter Sid have decided to move. And we will keep you guys updated as that move happens. But from our understanding, June 22nd, we'll be in this new venue.
Nice.
So congratulations, guys. Well deserved.
And then also, I thought you were coming with this one. I got another big announcement that was announced. Defarge,
thank you. Yes.
Defarge grabbed a microphone and said that on the 22nd, even though that Crumbles and Defarge are wrestlers of the Black brand, they will be teaming up with their trainer, Mike Quackenbush.
Oh.
And they want the Red brand to bring 3 of their absolute best for a 6-man tag match.
That's going to be good. That's going to be really good.
That should be really good. And, like I said, June 22nd, make sure you get them tickets, call or reserve. Tony or Vince, bring up RSW and talk about it for a minute. I'm going to take care of these dogs.
Don't take care of the dogs. Don't hurt them.
I have here RSW's little video they put out.
I
Here we
have
go.
no
Time to party! Join Real Shoot Wrestling on Friday, June 13th at the Harrison County Parks and Rec Complex in Clarksburg for Papaws Birthday Bash Extravaganza. We're celebrating one of our own, a night of hard-hitting action, a Birthday Bash Battle Royal, RSW title match, and a massive main event as RSW champion Theo Strong takes on TNA X Division champion Moose. An all-ages free event. Doors open 6:30. Bell time set for 7 p.m. This is your official invite to Papaws Birthday Bash Extravaganza. Friday, June 13th with Real Shoot Wrestling.
I love it.
Perfect.
I like thank you RSW for making something so amazing as that.
It's so good.
Yes, Big Black Carl. Big Black Carl in the chat. Yes, take care of the dogs. They're right there, dude. I just put them in their crates. They're doing too much shit. They're doing too much shit right now. Like
The
they're
way
trying to
you
play.
said it, though, you're like, I'm gonna
You gotta take care of the dogs.
Yeah, no. I love my dogs. They're just, sometimes they do a little bit too much. So,
fucking suplex them or something.
yeah, no, they're right there. Raven's
Take
right
care
there.
of these
Beast
little
Boys over
shits
there.
real
They're good. But yes, Papaws Birthday Extravaganza. They put out a couple matches I saw, and just the one that I'm really, really concerned about, I guess, to see how it happens what is Papaw gonna do about Tyler Jacks?
Well, he better kick him in his no-no spot. because
Yeah, as
he
we
owns
know at the
least
last
that.
show, Tyler Jacks returned. He disguised himself as El Grego,
Goddamn El Grego.
and he kicked Papaw in the below the belt
no-no
there.
spot.
And the
I know that one match that was announced is Theo Strong, the RSW heavyweight champion, will get his shot at gold. He will be taking on Moose for the TNA X Division Championship.
insanity.
Huge. Like as much as I hate the dude, this is like an opportunity like no other. Like this is like Joe Hendry defending his title at a WWE PLE. Like this is just this is next level. This is showcasing what in the wrestling world is happening. We're able to put stuff like this together.
Right.
I am so excited for RSW to have this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Moose is a big deal. Like Tony's got up on the screen there. If you're out there in the West Virginia area at Elkins, June 12th, a seminar, $40. I mean, come on. He's the TNA X Division champion.
Yeah.
Another match announced for Papaw's birthday. We found out at the last show Vince and I were at. The Unappreciated will be defending their tag team championships against the Feasty Boys, but it will be all three members of the Unappreciated versus Paulie and Cody. So 3-on-2 handicap matches. The Feasty Boys are trying to regain the titles. And then last but not least, the match that I'm most upset, I think that I'm going to miss. Vance Desmond, Shane Kryzak, 30-minute Iron Man match.
Wild.
That's going to go so hard.
That's
It's going
gonna
to be so nuts.
banger, buddy.
Like just whoo, that's all I can say. Woo.
Just sit and enjoy. Just watch the clinic
100%.
happen.
That's
Sit back,
gonna be
relax, and enjoy.
super banger. And then while Vince is down in West Virginia, I will be in Cleveland at the Estabrook Recreation Center as EFW presents EFW 3. We got some stars there on the card. I mean, you got your boy J-Rock down in the bottom, the Baddest Witch, Sebastian LaShawn, Ronnie Rotten. RSP is at the top. Unfortunately, he will not be there. It was originally scheduled. He was going to go one-on-one with Ashton Day for that EFW championship.
Oh man.
But sadly, he cannot make it. He has been, took a little injury. So prayers up to RSP.
They do have his replacement.
But yes, his
announced,
replacement has been announced. But we do know that the choke dealer, Kano, will be going one-on-one against, I think his name's Punishment, Kyle Horton.
Correct.
So that should be a banger. Both of these guys, big-time fighters.
Yeah,
you know,
that's gonna be a good fight.
you
I
gotta
don't
watch.
think people
Joke dealer we
realize
saw at
like how
Turmoil.
far back Kano goes too. Like I've seen some photos from Mr. Pedro DeLuca that showcase Kano a long time ago. Like, so don't sleep on him. Like,
No,
dude,
100%. Kano's one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, he can go.
As the name says, he will choke you out.
literally.
So that should be a great fight. I'm really
As well
excited
this
about it.
one.
When this was announced. They had the team at the last show. The team did not go over very well at all. So now we have a 1v1 Sebastian LaShawn versus Relentless Ray Larson. And like Vince said, this one should be a banger.
Yes.
Tony actually said it.
Oh, Tony, somebody said it.
I want to stand.
We all
I want you
agree.
to stand- Give just 1 second. It was actually Sebastian LaShawn and Pepper Pride tagged, and Ray Larson and
Miles
Jacobs
That's right.
tagged.
That's what it
So
was.
now we're kind of seeing a one-on-one now, which I'm, again, I will add to the excitement. Ray Larson's quickly becoming one of my favorite women wrestlers.
Yes, absolutely.
She absolutely kills it. But we all know who the baddest witch is in the game. So
100%.
Ray gives me Britt Baker vibes.
Yes, very
I feel
much
it.
so.
Like very much. But it's not a bad thing at all. Like that's a compliment.
The good one, Pastor
Oh, man.
CeeLo,
Let's go.
will be going one-on-one with J-Rock Daddy.
I'm
Vince
very
hates,
biased on this one.
Vince hates J-Rock.
Absolutely hate it.
So it is. I mean, Pastor CeeLo is bringing the basket, trying to get the donations as he tries to stay away from that pile driver that J-Rock does. So that should be a good one. Isaiah Moore versus Dio Salvador. This is one Ronnie Rotten still trying to get rid of Dio Salvador, trying to put him up against all kinds of just absolute phenoms. I've seen Isaiah Moore once, and he was great.
I've never seen him.
He was great.
He's a beefy dude.
Yeah. So this should be a banger. Dio's looking to get back on the winning side after, Ronnie Rotten and his goons have essentially tried to, just outcast Dio Salvador.
Also, I want to shout out Dios, who actually has a match coming up against the one and only Tessa Blanchard.
Oh, that's right.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's
boys.
amazing.
Absolutely insane.
It's at that RWA, right?
Correct.
Yes.
So, dude, Dios, what a match, man! I can't wait to see what comes of that.
Yeah. Good for him.
I want to see some footage from that one. We do have Bear City Vice taking on the team of Miles Jacobs and Chris Onyx.
Highway Gods?
We'll see.
The Highway Gods.
Bear City
Oh,
Vice looking to continue their winning ways, though. This one.
Wow.
Former Clash heavyweight champion Ren Jones.
I like Ren Jones, man.
Going one-on-one with former TNA superstar Jack Price.
This is crazy. Like, Ronnie Rotten got some deep pockets to put this on.
This one's going to be a banger as well. I cannot wait to sit back and watch this one.
I might have to show up to EFW this time, man. This is going to fucking be a show.
Like Vince said, his replacement, or Tony said his replacement has been found. Ashton Day will defend that title against Victor Benjamin.
Oh, crap.
That
is mean. Victor Benjamin's mean.
We saw him once in West Virginia, man, and he was a very, very scary fellow.
Yeah, I remember.
Who did he face in West Virginia, Mike?
What? I said West Virginia.
No, but who did he face?
Who
I'm trying to remember.
Was it
was it Ashton?
Oh, no. Who's Kryzak facing?
Vance Desmond. That's who he fought.
Oh, that's right.
Desmond.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So yes, this is a tall task for Ashton Day, and hopefully he can find something to retain that title because Victor Benjamin does not play any games.
Yeah. That's not, I was going to say, it's not like Ashton Day didn't get oh cool, I don't have to fight Ricky Shane
Yeah,
Page
gets the
now,
night
you
off.
know. Like
Yep.
he didn't, he didn't get any better going off, you know.
Exactly. It's really, really exciting weekend. Like we said, Vince will be down in West Virginia covering RSW. Maybe Tony shows up to EFW and hangs out with me. But yes, this weekend will be super packed. And then, like we said, PPW is back on the 22nd. I know that June 26th, I believe, we will be at Akron in the Rubber Duck Stadium.
That's a Thursday.
Oh, that's right. That's right, Michelle. Oldie Wrestling is Friday.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Friday the 13th.
I love
believe,
old wrestling.
Beachland Ballroom at Beachland, I believe.
Correct.
Yes. So Oldie Wrestling will be back. There's a murder mystery on the horizon.
Are you
Love it.
serious? That's fantastic.
Yet another one.
Yeah. So that should be really
Was
good.
it you? It was you, Tony. Damn it, Tony.
And then I also
I don't know
have
what you're
big
talking about.
news. I also have big news I want to shout out. A certain someone. She's one of my favorite wrestlers. She was just signed to compete at Power Slap 13.
Shut up.
Alice Crowley will be on stage at Power Slap slapping people.
Laughing.
Dude, I'm going to have to see this. Like, Big Al's no fucking joke, and she's going to Power Slap.
That's
also
ridiculous.
going to Power Slap, Vince, somebody you're familiar with, Mecha Wolf.
Hey, okay.
Was also signed to Power Slap 13. So wrestler from JCW, and then Big Al, who is the current JCW Women's Champion,
Yes.
will be going to Power Slap 13. So that should be a hell of an event.
wow.
I got nothing else for tonight. My boy Brazzy's in the chat, throwing up the West Side dubs.
And gang.
So yeah, I got nothing in the chat. Make sure you're checking out some wrestling this weekend, whether it be Friday night, you got Oldie Wrestling. Saturday night, we're at EFW and RSW. And then Sunday, you're right back here with us.
I think RSW's on Friday.
Oh, it might be on. Okay, it's on Papa's birthday.
Papaws on Friday.
And then
PWL's on Saturday. That's right. PWL's on Saturday.
Before we get out of here, I want to get your guys' quick thoughts on Money in the Bank. So, women's match. We have Miss Money in the Bank, Naomi.
No.
Look, I agree, but out of the Money in the Bank ladies, she's the only one with a storyline.
She was the most less likely of them all to win it, so I will give the underdog factor to Naomi.
Yes, I didn't see Naomi win it. I thought it was going to be Vakir or Bliss.
My number was on Roxanne.
Okay, I think Bobby had Roxanne pegged as well for her.
Vakir being just recently signed, I was like, no, even though I love her. Rhea, I actually wanted to see Rhea because I wanted to see that mommy in the bank.
Right.
Briefcase. Oh my God.
I think they'll still do that at some point in the next year or something. You know, that's just, it seems like it's an easy thing to capitalize on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because I mean, I don't even need something like that. I'd probably buy it. Rhea Ripley is mommy.
I'd probably get that. WWE, you should probably do that.
But yeah, I will give Naomi the underdog effect there. It's just, I don't know. Yes, there's a storyline, but where are they going to take the storyline? So I don't know. I don't know.
And then obviously men's Money in the Bank, the one person in the match who did not need it at all. It pains me to say that because, like I said last night at the Cheese Palace, he's one of my favorite wrestlers. He's one of my favorite wrestlers right now. Like, I freaking love Seth Rollins. He did not need this Money in the Bank. But as LA Knight needed it, best part of the men's Money in the Bank, I Hate You Solo.
Yes.
It was freaking awesome, dude. We've been waiting, and he finally said it and then kicked Solo's freaking head off.
Yes.
Solo killed this match, though.
Solo's performance was,
not in terms of wrestling. He was
just
comedic as hell. He did the
Dude,
penta
walk.
He hit that penta walk, yo, so good.
He was killing it.
Disrespectful.
And then obviously in my opinion, the thing that saved the show.
Yes, I was gonna say that.
John Cena and Logan Paul,
right?
Looking like they're about to cheat to win once again. And out of nowhere, a masked figure comes and attacks John Cena. We're sitting there, dude, and everybody's like, what the hell? Who is this? Who is this? I saw his pant leg come up, and as soon as I saw the skin color, I knew it. I was like, that's fucking R-Truth. I was like, R-Truth's back. And Vito and Colton, no way. He rips the freaking shit off. Sure as hell, it is Ron Killings.
Ron Killings.
No, you could have said it, but then you could have led into it. Yes.
R-Truth has not been re-signed. Ron Killings has been signed to the WWE. And dude, like I said, this saved the show in my opinion.
I completely agree with you.
Thank you, Triple H, for realizing how big of a mistake you had made.
Yes. It was
because let's be real.
It not even realizing the mistake, man. It's yes, that's part of it. But you also listen to the fans and your talent. Your talent was pissed off about this.
It was part of the story. What do you mean?
No,
it was part of the story the whole time. What do you mean?
I disagree.
Tony.
No, I'm joking.
No, but
all right, Brandon Xavier, we're gonna need you to make a match this Thursday. It's gonna be Stabby Vince versus Tony Forge.
Yeah, he did try to make it seem like it was a work and like he pulled the wool over our eyes, but no, they let this man go and people were pissed about it.
Well, and I think like you said, they're bringing it back as Ron Killings. And I wonder if they're going to drop a lot of his comedic stuff and make him like a credit for one last year or something and give him that was really what people I think were the most upset about. It wasn't that they let him go. It was you didn't give him a send off. He's been here for how many years and you just like let his contract run out.
His send off was his match against Cena.
Yes.
Right. But well then say
but no one announced it that way.
Yeah.
So what I think should happen, because we all know that this John Cena heel run is something we've all wanted for years and years and years. But if he is 100%, and I believe he is, retiring at the end of the year and he will never wrestle again, there's no fucking way that John Cena retires as a bad guy.
I agree. Yeah. He'll turn. No way. He'll turn back. You think R-Truth is gonna get him to turn to be a good guy?
That's what we said today. Dude,
he's like,
you get Ron Killings to beat John Cena for the heavyweight championship, and it makes John Cena realize what the fuck he's done, and then he goes back to good. Because then anybody can beat fucking John or R-Truth for the title. Anybody could. Or Killings. Anybody.
And just give him a short, a few month reign or something. Yep.
And have Money in the Bank. Have Seth cash in on him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, boom.
But man, there's so many things you could do.
You have Killings beat John Cena and make him realize, look what you've become. And John Cena's like, holy shit, you're right.
You're not the person that I look to admire.
This isn't who I want to be.
You weren't my childhood hero.
Yep. And then John Cena becomes John Cena, and he fucking brings out all these Make-A-Wish kids at December. And I'm just saying, and he's Super Cena again. Exactly. So, I mean, overall, Money in the Bank was Ron Killings saved the show. The matches, the spots were nuts in the matches. It was
I think it's just like a lot of people, including myself, were very disappointed in the winners of the Money in the Bank because Money in the Bank is like one of the coolest, PLEs.
It's right up there with Royal Rumble.
Yeah, right.
And I mean,
go ahead.
I didn't even get to watch it. I only know about what I know because a lot of people ruined it. Nothing, whatever. Not you guys, obviously, but other people, including WWE themselves, when I get an email saying celebrate the newest winners at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Like,
That's
what are you
some
guys doing?
shit.
Come on, wait till the next day at least.
Right.
Overall, solid show. Tony, you got something? Sorry.
I forgot. I was gonna say now I don't remember what it is. That's cool.
All right. Well, make sure you get over to the Brainbusters site. Pick up some shirts from your boys here. New designs will be coming this week. They finally gave me the option to submit new designs. The last week
cool.
I had said something a couple weeks ago, and then I went to submit the couple designs that I had, and they were like, "We have such a backlog that we can't submit, take any new designs right now." But it's back up. I got an email saying they were ready to take new designs, so they'll be back up as soon as possible. Vince, do you have anything, my friend?
I got a couple things. All right. First and foremost, the reason I missed this weekend's festivities was I went on the 29th anniversary of me and my dad's yearly camping experience.
Nice.
We go every year.
Yes.
And it was great, but not only that, I got to bring my dad with me to PPW today, and he had a blast. So
I
shout
did
out
get
my
to meet.
dad.
I got to meet Mr. Stabby. So shout out to Papa Stabby.
So yeah, Papa Stabby. Oh, he's gonna love that one.
That's
Shout
Papa
out my dad for driving. He drives this camper, this old 70s camper. He loves doing it. It's just one of those things we spend a lot of time together. And then shout out, honestly, straight up to Brent and Sid Scott. I was definitely not on my A game today, and I slipped and I marked out a little bit because I got excited to announce somebody I look forward to working with. And, not only did Brent and Scott just say, it's okay, you did a great job, but even the talent, so really everybody in the back at Power Slam Pro Wrestling, thank you so much for always being just so awesome and supportive, even when your boy Stabby stumbles.
Hell yeah. No, I definitely agree that I'm gonna piggyback off that. I'm gonna give my flowers to one of my favorite fans. Shout out to my boy Tick Bailey. This boy Tick is on top of things. He calls me Can't Count Mike, but he knows I can count. He always gives me the business, but he's a very, very positive, fan at the shows. He's always got something to say. He's always heckling or cheering for his favorite people. So shout out to Tick Bailey. That's my boy.
Can I add one more too before we give Tony the mic? Let's shout out you and me, Mike, one of our biggest fans.
Oh, big
Miss
Jillian.
Oh, yes.
She brought a sign for us.
We had the lovely Jillian make me and Mike a sign today. And that was one of the coolest things that has happened, at least to me personally, in wrestling. I don't know about you, Mike.
I saw that.
Well, that's my second sign. That's my second sign. My first sign I got from Dom when he came to Mega. Little Dom.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He made Mike as the best ref. So I still have that sign outside. I need to take it so I can have my man autograph it. But yeah, I totally get it. Having somebody in the crowd that is cheering for the referee, or the announcer, it's a surreal feeling. Like Vince said last time, we got to sign a couple autographs before, and why? Why do I'm a referee? Me and Vince are referees at Mega, but we got to sign. So I know. Shout out to the fans who appreciate all the aspects of the wrestling business.
Especially Miss Jillian today. Thank you, sweetheart.
Hey,
I got it up, Vince. I got it up.
The best part about this is the Farge in the back, though.
Yeah.
I know the DeVarge coming from the side. What the fuck?
He's probably gonna yell at me again.
But yeah, so shout out to Jillian. And then Tony, do you have anything for the people?
Dude, no, I just got tune into Turmoil on Thursday, like always. We got Converge coming up.
I got one more. I forgot about one.
Go ahead. You're good.
The last one. It's a big one. This dude has been a giant part of the success that we've had. I want to give flowers to the new director of social media at Mega Championship Wrestling.
Oh, yes, sir.
Bobby Monroe, that's my boy. Congratulations. Bobby's been killing the Mega game on the social media tip, dude.
He's just on it, taking it to a new level for us, really. We've gotten 700,000 views or something it was in this. It's insane. Our, just overall. for
Bobby is
social
on
media
top of the
engagement.
game.
Bobby is
So
not to mention
shout out to Bobby. You are much
Roman Cam
appreciated,
and
brother.
yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
But yeah, that's all we got for tonight. Like I said, make sure you tune in with us next Sunday as we're covering EFW. Vince will be talking about RSW and what happened down there. And then, like I said, we'll be getting ready for the baseball games that we have coming up for Mega Championship Wrestling. So thank you all for tuning in tonight. Thanks for all the commenters. Thanks for everybody watching, hanging out with us. Jill, Paulie, Brazzi, Raft in the chat. Michelle, as always, can't wait to see her pictures from Niles. And thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you all so much. Next week.